You've probably never sat through a movie and thought, did the CIA write this? But maybe you should have, because for nearly 80 years, the US government, especially the CIA and Pentagon, has quietly shaped how America sees itself. Not just through policy, but through film. It started after World War II. The Cold War wasn't just fought with nukes and spies. It was a war for hearts and minds. And Hollywood, that was a battleground. The CIA realized early on that controlling information wasn't enough. They needed to control stories. So they launched what's now known as Operation Mockingbird, a media manipulation program that placed CIA agents inside major outlets, newspapers, radio, books, and eventually film studios. Suddenly, the line between propaganda and entertainment started to blur. One of the earliest examples, the animated version of Animal Farm, released in the 1950s. The CIA secretly bought the rights from George Orwell's widow. They funded the production. Then they changed the ending, making it more anti-communist and removing criticisms of the West. It wasn't labeled propaganda. It aired in schools and on public TV for decades. Throughout the 50s and 60s, the CIA funded or influenced dozens of films, often using front companies or working through friendly producers. Sometimes they tweaked lines. Sometimes they influenced entire projects, and this wasn't rare. It was part of a broader strategy to make democracy look heroic and communism dangerous. In 1957, Warner Brothers released Red Nightmare, a government-backed short where a man wakes up in a communist-controlled America. It wasn't art, it was instruction. Cold War messaging wrapped in a fictional story. Fast forward to the 1980s. Let's talk Top Gun. Most people saw it as a flashy action movie, but behind the scenes, the US Navy worked closely with the filmmakers. They provided jets, pilots, aircraft carriers, and gave feedback on the script. And they got results. Navy recruitment spiked 500% after the movie came out. When Top Gun Maverick was made decades later, the Pentagon was involved again. So how does this actually work? Today, both the CIA and the Department of Defense have full-time entertainment liaison officers. If a studio wants access to real military equipment, tanks, fighter jets, bases, they have to submit their script for review. And if the military doesn't like how it's portrayed, they can deny access or request changes. This gives the government enormous influence over which stories get told and how. Need proof? Here's a short list of films and shows influenced directly by the Pentagon or CIA: Iron Man and Transformers, Captain Marvel, Zero, Dark 30, Lone Survivor, Black Hawk Down, The Hurt Locker. And it's not just movies. TV shows like NCIS 24 and Jack Ryan have all received help or oversight from the US government. Writers and producers don't always push back. Why would they? They get free gear, filming locations, access to experts, all in exchange for a little narrative alignment. FOIA documents show the Pentagon has influenced over 2,500 film and TV projects in the last few decades. This isn't a theory, it's a matter of record. And now it's expanded beyond film. Today, military-affiliated think tanks collaborate with YouTubers, podcasters, and TikTok creators. Influencers are invited to briefings. Some get funding. Others get exclusive access and turn around and promote military messaging to their followers. It's subtle, but incredibly effective, because no one likes being lectured by a general. But a charismatic YouTuber, that's persuasive. So what does this all mean? Not every military movie is propaganda. Not every filmmaker is compromised. But the line between entertainment and messaging is thinner than most people realize. Propaganda doesn't always come with a red flag and a booming narrator. Sometimes it comes with a Marvel logo, a dramatic score, or a perfectly edited TikTok. And if they've been doing it this long, from Animal Farm to Top Gun to Iron Man, why would they stop now?